Welcome back, guys, to the Watchlist Podcast, episode 10. This week, we're going to be focusing on comic book movies. This idea came about because last week, me and Luke just so happened to recommend two comic book movies adjacent to each other. So we thought we'd talk about those today. We're going to be doing a game you might be familiar with, King of the Hill, basically. We have a list of 25 comic book movies each for each other, and we'll go down the line. It'll be one-on-one as it keeps going down. Uh, Winner takes it all, I guess. Best comic book movie. We might have some like overlapping movies because like it's really hard to find distinct comic book movies. I tried to go a little more niche with some like weirder ones that a lot of people don't know are comic book movies, which you'll see. And Luke has an array of certain things mostly popular from what I've heard. So Luke's gonna go first. Luke's gonna give me his things first. I'll try and go like rapid fire of like my response, and then give some clarity as to why after. Just because I don't want to think about my ratings and be like, oh, I have this one at a 3.5 or a 4. Like I might be like give a 3.5 and beat a 4. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. I'm just gonna go what's on my mind of which one I prefer. So what's the first
All
mashup? Here
right.
we go.
First matchup. We're going to do Avengers Endgame versus Spider-Man Far From Home.
Far From Home?
Yes.
Endgame. Endgame is way better than Far From Home. Far From Home is
Okay.
ass.
All right. We're going to do Avengers Endgame versus Aquaman. James Wan.
I'll give it to Aquaman there.
Ooh.
This is when you see my list, you're gonna be like, this is really funny. By the way.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I give it to Aquaman.
Why Aquaman?
I don't know. I like the water elements in it. Avengers Endgame, sure. Like when I was in middle school, I liked it. I did a whole like Marvel binge with my mom and brother. It does feel like surreal seeing it like a big clash of all your characters that you've kind of been into. But I think Aquaman, like filmmaking wise, I just don't like the Russo brothers. James Wan's like a much better director, and I prefer his direction there. And I love Jason Momoa; he's sexy. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. James Wan is a better filmmaker. Which
yeah,
that shouldn't even be like up for debate. But it's funny
yeah,
that I bet a lot of people think the Russo brothers are like better because of their Marvel movies.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Next one, Aquaman versus Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Oh,
I'll give it
okay.
to Black. I love that. I love that soundtrack. Uh,
Yeah,
Michael
that's
B.
true.
Jordan's a great vil- Michael B. Jordan's a great villain in that. There's some really cool action. I love like the immediate lore that you're like kind of because it was like a first time seeing Black Panther type of thing. Because I think it came out right before Civil War, right? So, or maybe Civil War before
I
it.
think it
I don't know like
did.
the chronological thing because I know Black Panther has a small cameo in Civil War. Um, so yeah, Black Panther is really good as like take it out of the MCU and just like do like a its own superhero movie. It's really cool. I haven't seen Wakanda Forever though, so
Mm,
that's something I need to get on
that's a
for
movie.
sure.
I'm gonna do Black Panther versus Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Black Panther.
Okay, I wonder what you have above Black Panther. Okay, Black Panther versus Venom.
Black Panther.
Okay,
Yeah.
Black Panther versus Spider-Man. Sam Raimi.
Spider-Man.
Okay, why?
Yeah. It's super first of all, Sam Raimi's great. I think Ryan Coogler doing Black Panther's good. It just feels like you don't see the director as much. It's just kind of lost. There's moments in Black Panther for sure, but I think Spider-Man's just like a classic. I grew up with it. Tobey Maguire's great. Cr- and then yeah, the romance is palpable. The relationship with the aunt and uncle is great. It's just I love Tobey Maguire's Spider-Mans. I just haven't seen them in so long, so I don't even know if I have them rated
Hmm.
on Letterboxd or not.
Okay. Um, Spider-Man versus Batman Returns.
Oh shit. Spider-Man. Batman Returns is the worst the worst one. That movie's so convoluted.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
for
that
sure.
movie. It's a vibe. All right. So Spider-Man beats that. Okay, Spider-Man versus Suicide Squad, directed by David Ayer.
Oh, what was the other one I have? I have Spider-Man for sure. Suicide. That Suicide Squad is buns. David Ayer is trash. Except for like I will say Bright is like
Oh, I haven't
kind
seen
of like
that.
a
Is
guilty
that a
pleasure
zombie
of mine.
movie?
No, it's like a weird like I don't know what to call it. It's like a cop movie. I don't with like
Right.
some like aliens in it.
Yeah, like
It's
the
like
poster is
really
like a
cool.
cop and then like some like freaky looking person, right?
Yeah, that's definitely like since it's 420, by the way, we're filming this on 420. That's a great movie to watch high. like for sure. Like for sure.
Interesting. All right. David Ayer loses though. Spider-Man's still winning. All right,
Yeah.
Spider-Man versus X-Men Apocalypse.
I've never seen an X-Men.
Really? Damn, bro, you should
Never.
watch superhero movies. All right.
I know I
Have you
should.
seen any Wolverine movies? Oh wait, I have
Yeah, I've
one. I
seen
have
like
one. Spider-Man versus Deadpool.
Spider-Man for sure because I actually like the first Deadpool. Like it's not horrible. I kind of like the fourth wall breaks, but it just gets sickening after a while. It's like this is too much. So I actually like enjoyed it. I actually watched Deadpool with my parents, which is like a really funny experience because like they're not too big into cursing and gore, but they love Ryan Reynolds. So yeah, I'll still go Spider-Man.
All right.
Classic.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. All right. Spider-Man versus the Lego Batman movie.
My like gut instinct says Lego Batman movie, so I'm just gonna go with it. I might like, on rewatch, like I might not, but like Lego Batman movie, that movie has aura. It's super funny. That's definitely a hot take. I guarantee you, if I rewatched them both back to back, I'd say Spider Man. But my gut instinct is saying the Lego Batman movie, so I'm just gonna go with the flow, switch it up a little bit because that movie's fun as hell.
All right, Lego Batman movie beats Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Yeah, you don't got to repeat it. We all know what I just did.
Okay. Lego Batman movie versus Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider Verse for sure. I love that movie. I think it's better than Into. Across the Spider Verse to me is like beautiful, beautiful. Like that movie's so gorgeous. There's like Gwen's world. Whenever you're in Gwen's world with his father or with her father, like the color palette there is like just breathtaking. I just I just love it. I mean the biggest knock on that movie is obviously it's not a complete movie because it kind of just ends abruptly and then you have the next one. But I don't know. I had a fun time in theaters. It used to be a 5 star for me when I first watched in theaters. It was just like something so new. I think that's the kind of brand of animation I like, where it's doing so much, and it kind of implements that actual comic book stuff into it. And I just love how it's constantly changing animation styles, which I think is super cool. Like it goes to like the Lego. I thought that was super funny. Um, Stuff
But
like
it
that.
is
So yeah, I like
beating the Lego movie.
I like that. Yeah. So
All
I'll go
right.
across the Spider
Yeah,
Verse.
Across the Spider-Verse beats the Lego Batman movie. All right. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse versus The Avengers, the first one, 2012. Josh Whedon.
That movie's kind of camp. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm still gonna go across the Spider Verse just because I think it's more impactful visually to me. Like I think when you go to any MCU movie, it's really hard to find like anything visually interesting. I think most of it comes with like the banter between the actual actors. Like that's always like fun to watch. Some action sequences are fun. Villains are always cool in the MCU movies. Avengers just kind of feels like a jump start into what it ends up becoming, that whole series. Whereas Across the Spider Verse, I think is just more visually interesting. So I'll go Across.
Okay. All right. Um, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse versus Kick-Ass.
I'll go Kick Ass. I know I have it
Oh.
low. I know I have it rated lower, but Kick Ass to me is just like super fucking funny. It's rated R, right? So it's a
Yeah.
rated R, super. I don't comic book movie, I
Yeah,
guess we
comic
could
book
say.
movie. I mean, it's like a
Um,
super. I mean, I don't know.
yeah. Aaron Taylor Johnson looks so different than how he looks
Oh
now. He's like a
yeah,
skinny
it's
kid.
bizarre.
Uh, yeah, it's bizarre his physical change there, but I think Kick-Ass is really it's a fun time, like I laugh more in that movie than most regular comedy movies, and it's fun seeing action, and it is pretty gory too, which I love. Like it does take some steps to put some blood on the screen, which I always enjoy.
Interesting.
So Kick-Ass,
I didn't.
yeah.
I honestly didn't think Kick-Ass was gonna win that one. Uh, all right.
Well, again, like I have it like a whole star rated lower, but
Mm,
like I'm just feeling kick ass
you
today,
feeling Kick-Ass
I feel
today?
like I
All
want to
right.
kick some ass.
Yeah. All right. Kick-Ass beats Spider-Man, and then now it's gonna face Sin City. Kick-Ass versus Sin
Sin
City.
City. Sin City. Sin City easily.
Really?
Sin City is like fucking peak. I think Sin City is like visually I don't want to put it in like a top list. It's
mm.
so high up there visually.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Like that
Sin
movie
City's
is so
sick.
fucking stunning.
Yeah,
That's Robert Rodriguez going full Robert Rodriguez, I think. Like using all his like cool digital filmmaking tactics into like the super cool noir. I love the black and white, and I like how like he only uses the red for blood, which is
yeah.
so fun.
It's cool.
The prosthetics are cool. The prosthetics are cool. The silhouettes that are white, which are really cool. I love seeing some deaths in there. With like it's just such a fun movie. Like I enjoy
Yeah,
that movie a lot.
feels
So yeah,
like
I'll
a
go Sin
comic book
City
too.
easily. Yeah, it
Like
feels like a
really,
comic
you
book.
really feel it, which I
Yeah,
always
yeah.
love that. Um, cool. Yeah, Sin City versus Blade.
Never seen Blade.
Yeah, that was a shot in the dark. All right, Sin City versus Batman Begins.
Sin City. Batman Begins. So Christopher Nolan's like trilogy there is like really interesting to me. Like Dark Knight Rises is for sure a step down. I actually really like Batman Begins though. Like there's like the whole like last act is really fun. There's so much cool action spots there that I really enjoy. But Sin City is just like visually more fun, and I could probably go back to it because I always feel like with trilogies like that, I can never just go watch Batman Begins and just like leave it. I feel like I'd have to watch the next two, so it feels more like a taxing experience. Whereas Sin City, it's just a one-off thing. I know they have the sequel to Sin City, but I'll never watch that. So, um, yeah, I'll go Sin City.
All right. Um, Sin City wins. Now, Sin City versus The Dark Knight Rises, doing the trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just explained it like I think it's the worst of the trilogy. I think it feels really bizarre compared to especially after The Dark Knight. It feels like a really bizarre movie. It's like not serious. It's like it's a comedy movie in my opinion. I love Bane though. Bane is really cool. I love his voice. Me and my coworkers, a year back, we used to just like reenact his voice, which is always so fun. Say
I,
some wacky shit there.
yeah,
It's
me
like
too.
it's so fun.
That was iconic.
Oh,
Tom
using
Hardy's
yeah,
performance.
yeah, Tom Hardy's performance is great. It just doesn't feel as it's like a crazy mood switch after Dark Knight, in my opinion. So yeah,
Yeah, all right, Sin City. Sin City beating the Dark Knight, two of the Dark Knight trilogy. Uh, Now Sin City
you
versus.
Dark Knight lovers, you guys got to watch Sin City before you hate on me. You know, like I know you guys love Christopher Nolan and shit, but like watch Sin City and then come back to the comments. We'll
Yeah.
get some Sin City logs there.
All right. Sin City versus Logan.
It's really hard. See, I said I was gonna go rapid fire response.
Well, it's good. I'm
Um,
trying to make you think about it. I don't want it to be easy.
I think, man, I gotta discuss this before I answer. So I think Logan is more emotional, obviously. Sin City has like no emotion to it. Sin City's like more of like a fun flick, like dark noir, whereas like Logan has some emotional impact to it. I do think Logan's one of the best like superhero movies, just in the way that it's like dealing with its superhero of like old age and like he can't do it anymore, and then it has a really sad ending. The girl is really great, great action spots. So I'll go Logan. I'll
Okay.
go Logan just because I think it does something that I think a lot of superhero movies should do. Or they try and fail at a lot of the times. You know, they try and build emotion. You know, Iron Man dying, sure, it's like sad. I actually think we're on the topic. I think Captain America's whole storyline is sadder than Iron Man's. Um, but yeah, I think Logan is a great sad portrayal, and it's a big reason why I think Deadpool and Wolverine is so ass. Is because it kind of like disintegrates the meaning of that ending, I guess. So yeah, I'll go Logan.
All right. Logan wins. All right. Now Logan versus the Wachowskis Speed Racer.
Speed Racer.
No second thought.
So I used to own, I used to or I owned the Speed Racer like the original anime when I was a kid, and
Mm-hmm.
then we also owned the Speed Racer movie. I always loved the Speed Racer movie. I don't believe I have it rated on Letterboxd, but it's definitely a movie that I see clips of and I'm like, wow, this looks fucking great.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It looks so cool. Um, it's like combating. I know I'm combating what I just said about Logan being more emotional than Sin City. Well, I'm going back to like visually stunning stuff, and like Speed Racer is a great example. I also just have like a more personal tie because I like know like the original anime series from like the '80s really well,
Oh, cool.
and so it really like integrates. I think the Wachowskis do really good at integrating like the spirit of that. It's not as funny, but I love the characters, and it's always fun to see that. And I also just love racing movies. Like Cars was like my favorite movie as a child. You know, and people always hate on Cars. Same with Cars 2. I think Cars 2 is fun too. It's like my mom explained it actually on. So I'm from Australia, and when we're flying from Australia to America, on my first flight, like I just watching Cars the whole time. You know, I just love cars. I love
Wow.
speeding cars. So Speed Racer, I'll
Yeah. All right.
you
Cool.
saying that I need to rewatch it. You saying that I'd like
Yeah,
it's about time I rewatch that
it's
movie.
one of my favorite movies. Um. Okay. Speed Racer versus Matt Reeves, the Batman.
Going back to noir. It just
All right. Back and forth.
so okay. So the funny thing, I like the Batman. I actually loved it. I do find it a tad bit long. I love Paul Dano in it. I love I love the rain in Gotham. Like I think it's really sick. There's some really cool shots. I think this is like I think it's a better attempt at Gotham than like obviously the Joker. I mean, they're taking different routes though, so you can't really like compare them. You know, like Joker's going like more 60s New York. The Batman's doing like more rainy New York. Uh and Nolan's kind of going like modern New York. I do prefer Matt Reeves' Gotham over anything, but I will I'll give it to Speed Racer because
Okay.
it has an emotional attachment, and I don't get bored. Like Batman, I remember watching it, and like maybe I was sleepy that day, but it's just like it's not fully engaging the whole time, which maybe I'll like more on rewatch it being slow because I watched it when it like first came out, so it's been so
Mm-hmm.
long,
Yeah, it's been a while.
and it's getting like it's like aging well over the past couple years. Where I'm like, okay, I need to like rewatch it. Like the sequel's getting a lot of hype, which I'm excited for since I heard it's like a Christmas movie and they're doing it with the snow. Like that
Yeah,
sounds
that sounds good.
really fun and cool. And Matt Reeves is like, he's a pretty good director. Like Planet of the Apes. So yeah, I'll still give it to the Wachowskis though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Wachowski's making it far. Speed Racer versus Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Um, I think it's like maybe the best edited movie I've ever seen. The edit is so fun. Like it just looks so
Yeah, it's fun.
redonkulous. There's so many fun little moments in it that I always get reminded of, like just like doom scrolling of like Michael Cera jumping through the window. Just like little things like
Yeah,
that. It's like so fun and bizarre. I'm not a big Edgar Wright fan actually. I think he's really lame as a director.
I know. I
Um,
used to be, and now I really am not.
yeah, like I don't like Edgar Wright, but I think Scott Pilgrim is the outlier in his filmography. Like Last Night in Soho, blah. Shaun of the Dead, obviously I would never like that movie. Zombies, and then like Hot Fuzz is like not funny to me, but I think Scott Pilgrim is like really fun and I can enjoy it a lot. So yeah, I'll go Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, all right. Scott Pilgrim. Okay, Scott Pilgrim versus the big movie of the Big 25, James Gunn's Superman.
Oh, this is easy. Scott Pilgrim.
Why?
Uh, why, Eli? James Gunn's Superman. Uh, I it's one of those movies where I'm like genuinely confused about like the public loving the movie. It was my first Superman movie. It's the only Superman movie I've ever seen,
Right.
and I don't know. I don't think it was like the best place to start, honestly. But I don't know. I don't find it very interesting at all. Like it's not doing anything cool. There's like a couple shots I really liked. I think there's a shot where he's talking to the girl in like the apartment, and there's some like neon light flowing behind him in the sky. I liked that shot. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's not very entertaining. I think it's just like, okay, it's just like another superhero movie, and I'm like already not a huge fan of superhero movies. Whereas Scott Pilgrim is doing something interesting all the time and is keeping you engaged all the time, and you're laughing all the time, and you're like, whoa, that's a cool edit, like integrating all these like comic book stuff into it. So I great performances as well. So I prefer Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
I am still excited though for what James Gunn is gonna do at the DC. So
Right.
I
Are you
have
excited for Man of
high hopes for.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm also like I'm really excited for Clayface
Yeah.
because it's like I love, like you probably can tell, I love rated R superhero movies like Logan and Sin City and stuff like that. I just like prefer rated R because I think it takes another leap that like this is what superhero movies should like be like. So yeah, I'll go Scott Pilgrim,
Yeah, all right.
even though it's PG-13.
All right. Scott Pilgrim versus the movie this you love this movie so much. Scott Pilgrim versus Joker Folie à Deux.
Oh. Oh man, that's a tough one.
I think the last two
I'm gonna
episodes
go
you've
Joker
talked to.
Folia do.
Oh, okay. Joker Folie à Deux.
I've talked about. I'm going Joker Folia do. I think. Um, I think it's just dealing with deeper themes. Like I prefer Scott Pilgrim, but I think the themes is what's dragging me to like want to change it here because I feel like it does something different with like its comic book basis of like making it into a musical, doing some really dark themes and tackling it in like a really sensible way, which I really like. So I'll go Joker Folia do. I know that's a hot take.
All
Everyone
right. Yeah, that is a hot
is
take.
gonna hate me for that shit.
uh, all right, cool. Joker Folia do. We're getting towards the end here. Joker Folia do
I
versus
swear to God, if Joker Folia do wins for me, this is hilarious.
versus the Dark Knight.
Joker, I'll go The Dark Knight.
Quickly, not winning.
Yeah, never mind. It's not winning. Yeah, I think The Dark Knight. I think The Dark Knight is a near masterpiece, honestly. Uh, yeah, I think The Dark Knight is just so fun. I think again, like everything that's been said about that can be said about Dark Knight has already been said. Like everyone just knows already, like what I'm about to say. Heath Ledger, like we like he's really great in it. He's a big reason why the tone switches from Dark Knight to Rises. Even though Bane's great, like like it's just a hard performance to like go up against, you know. I think the action sequences are really cool. I love the way it's directed. I love the beginning. I think every act has really interesting points in it. I think it's also dealing with some stuff, with some plot stuff where it's like keeping you on the edge of your seat with some things until like the detective finds out what Joker's actual plan is. It's like, oh, what the heck? You kind of um, find out with him, but then the opening scene, like the robbery thing, it just feels like a regular thriller. So, and I just love thrillers, you know. So yeah, I'll go The Dark Knight. I could. Everything's been said about Dark Knight, you know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
everyone knows it's a great movie.
All right. Last matchup. This is the winner. The Dark Knight versus Park Chan Wook's Old Boy.
Well, you just stuck me in a corner there. I mean, yeah, obviously have to go Old Boy. Old Boy's in my top five. Yeah, Old Boy's great. I think it's a perfect film from beginning to end. Great revenge. Um, maybe best performances I've ever seen by like a cast of characters. It's just like constantly clashing. Music is great, directing is great, editing is great. It's just a perfect movie. So yeah, I'll take that easily over Dark Knight.
All
Um,
right. Old Boy's the
all
winner.
great movies. I'm surprised you didn't. I'm surprised you didn't give me The Watchmen
I almost
because The
did.
Watchmen is like my favorite, my favorite superhero movie, I guess.
Yeah, I think
But okay,
I I knew it would like be a big one for you, so I don't know. I kind of wanted to keep it out. I threw Dark
yeah,
Knight as one of your favorites. So
yeah,
yeah, all right, cool. Old Boy.
cool. So Old Boy wins for me. Um, So when I start this list, you're gonna realize why I was laughing at the beginning of your list because your first matchup is Avengers: Infinity War versus Avengers: Endgame.
Oh, I almost did this to you too, which is funny.
Yeah. So
uh,
I just wanted to start out with the only MCU movies I think I have, and just
yeah.
like
Okay.
giving you like the two
Interesting.
ones that are always pinned up against each other.
That's the only MCU matchup you have. That's really interesting. Uh, all right. I'm gonna go pretty easily with Infinity War here because I think like Endgame's kind of just trash. I mean, they're both kind of like trash slop garbage, but I can kind of respect Infinity War ending on a loss. Like that's
I agree.
the most compelling thing out of
I think
like
that's the only time it happens in the MCU.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna say. Is like that. Like that's. It doesn't even really feel like it's kind of dumb though. Like I think it's still dumb because it's like it's so such a loss that it's like oh obviously these people are coming back and it's gonna be a cheer moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's still like they're ending it on a loss and then it. I mean, and it worked. You know, people still loved Endgame and that whole thing was a moment. So yeah, I'll go Infinity War there. Why not?
Cool. You're gonna laugh again. My next matchup is Infinity War versus Aquaman.
Aquaman, easily.
Okay.
Aquaman it's actually pretty good. Like I don't think it's like a perfect movie, but there's like James Wan doing like cool filmmaking. Like there's real filmmaking in that movie, and it looks pretty good. And like um, yeah, I don't know. I really love the like intro of that movie. Um, like the like Nicole Kidman and the other guy, and they have like the baby, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Aquaman's a cool character. I don't really like Jason Momoa like as an actor, but like I feel like when he's Aquaman, it's like whatever. It's like that's Aquaman, so I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
you know yeah, I'll go Aquaman there.
Okay. Your next matchup is Aquaman versus Constantine.
Dude, I was wondering if you're gonna throw Constantine in there. Yeah, I'm going Aquaman. I don't know what I have Constantine rated. I think that movie is so boring. Like I thought that shit was so fucking boring. Keanu Reeves, I like Keanu Reeves as an actor. I don't remember his performance being very good. Um, yeah, I was just fucking bored. I should probably rewatch it to like have like a real opinion because I also watched it a long time ago, but I don't think I would like it that much. So, and I think Aquaman
Okay.
might go like I might like more on a rewatch. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, your next matchup is Aquaman versus Kingsman: The Secret Service.
okay, is that the first one?
I believe 2014, so I believe so.
Yeah, I
Yes, it
think
is
it
the
is.
first one.
Okay, I'm gonna go Aquaman again.
Okay.
I think I I mean I like the Kingsman movies. I watched them like middle school, I feel like, or like high school maybe, and I thought they were like fun. But now that I'm older, I think they seem so corny. And like I remember watching like the weird spin-off one like King's Man, and
Yeah.
that was like not very good. They're not like the worst. I think I think it'd be cool to have more like spy movies that are doing fun things. Like I like spies, but I don't know. They don't look very good. I remember them being kind of corny and like I mean it has the church scene, which is like the big moment, but even then I'm like I don't think I would enjoy that now. like
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
so I'll go Aquaman because James Wan. I love James Wan.
Okay. Is going against 2005's Fantastic Four.
Dude, that's so funny. Shit, that's actually a tough one. I kind of like that movie, the Fantastic Four movie. Oh my god. Tim Story, man. Tim Story. uh fuck. I'll go Aquaman. I'm going to stick with
Okay.
Aquaman. Yeah,
Yeah, there we
I'm
go.
fucking with
It's gonna win
Aquaman
this
right
bracket.
now. Dude, it
It's
might.
gonna win this. Okay. Aquaman versus Persepolis.
Oh, interesting. You know what? I'm going Aquaman. I'm not a big fan of
Okay.
Persepolis. It has good stuff. The animation, it was hard for me to get on board a lot of it, and like it's a good story, like um, and it was definitely like affected me, but as a whole, I wasn't super into it. But I'd be curious to read the graphic novel. Looks good, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Quick read as well. Okay, we're gonna go Aquaman versus
Aquaman.
Tim Burton's Batman.
Oh, the first one with like Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
this is where I fold. I'm going Batman. I like those movies. I like the Tim Burton ones. I love. I also grew up on those, like all the early, like even the Joel Schumacher Batmans. I grew up on those, and I actually over time, like as I'm gotten older, I've actually had a lot more of an appreciation for those and the fact that those exist, and I think we need those back. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, it's good. I mean, Jack Nicholson's in that movie. like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fun. There's like there's like a lot of like smoke, and Gotham's cool, and the Batmobile's cool, and then Michael Keaton's doing his thing. The suit's really funny, and it's a pretty funny movie. I think yeah, I might like Returns better, but yeah, I pick it
Cool.
over Aquaman.
Okay, we got Tim Burton's Batman versus The Crow.
Damn, you know, Crow. I my experience was like there was cool stuff in it, but I just wasn't. I wasn't fully on board. Like I think there was some stuff I was really not interested in, and so I think I'm gonna go with the Batman.
Cool. Which is now going against Man of Steel.
Mm, Man, I like Man of Steel. I haven't seen it in a long time. Um, as for a lot of these, actually, just because I don't watch a lot of or comic book movies anymore. Um, yeah, I'll go Batman. It's just called Batman, right? I
Yeah.
keep saying the Batman,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, Batman.
that's the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batman.
Okay. Uh, Tim Burton's Batman versus Into the Spider-Verse.
Yo. You know, I like Into the Spider Verse definitely better than like Across. And but I'm still not like I'm not on this like there's a side of the internet like the comic book people on the internet think that's the greatest movie ever made or and Across.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I would have a much better time watching Batman, Tim Burton's Batman.
Okay.
Going with that.
You have Tim Burton's Batman versus the original Superman.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good matchup.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
that's funny it ended up that way. Batman versus Superman. Batman v Superman. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Superman. I fuck with Superman. Marlon Brando's in it, you know. And there's some great set pieces. I love Christopher Reeve's performance is fun, and Lois Lane, who plays Lois Lane, I love that actress, and I'm blanking on her name. Um, she's
Margot Kidder.
yeah, Margot Kidder. She's really cool and really good actress. And there's like just like cool kind of like special effects and stuff that are fun. It's a really long movie. It's like weirdly long, but it kind of it exists in the time where like that's like the first superhero movie that's kind of big.
Yeah.
So it and it's good. So yeah, I fuck with Superman. I'm going with Superman.
Okay. Superman versus Hellboy.
Superman. Hellboy's cool, and I like uh yeah, no, Hellboy's cool. Del Toro, he's good, but it's not my favorite Del Toro by any means. It's one of his
Yeah.
lesser works, but it's cool. Ron Perlman, but Superman's like
Okay.
Superman's also like super nostalgic for me.
Yeah. That makes sense. So Superman versus Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Bro, Scott Pilgrim, man, it's weird because it's a comic book movie, but it's so different.
I know.
I'm gonna go Superman. And I agree with you where it's like Scott Pilgrim feels like that's like clearly the best Edgar Wright movie probably.
Yeah.
But it's like, and also I mean my feelings maybe are mixed because I'm watching these new Edgar Wright movies and I'm like, man, he is washed, like wholly washed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Superman's good. I like the old superhero movies. So yeah.
Okay. Superman versus Logan.
Superman. I don't really care that much about Logan. Like I'm like whatever. Like people, I don't know. I think people are a little crazy about Logan. It's like whatever.
Okay. Superman versus X-Men Days of Future Past.
Okay, so which one's that? Is that I know you haven't seen them, but like I need to because all the titles mess me up. Oh yeah, that's like the better one, but I'm still going Superman.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I don't remember those X-Men movies, and I don't know if I'd like them that much if I rewatched them. And I think Superman just has that special place.
Okay. Superman versus Lady Snowblood.
Holy shit, I forgot that was a comic book. Uh, Lady Snowblood. It's good. I'll go Lady Snowblood
It's real.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not the
It's
like
real
as
good.
big on it as you or I guess most people. Um but no, it's cool. It's fun. It's got some cool stuff. So, yeah, I mean,
The snow is insane.
yeah,
It's
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 beautiful.
so it's such a pretty film. Okay, so Superman has been dethroned by a foreign film, and then Lady Snowblood versus Snowpiercer.
Oh, yeah. Snowpiercer is one of my least favorite Bong Joon-ho movies. Yeah, I know. Uh, and fuck Chris Evans, bro. So I'm going Lady Snowblood. Yeah, Lady Snowblood. It's got some
Lady
cool stuff,
okay, Lady Snowblood versus Dread.
dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dread, even though I kind of like. I don't remember a lot of it because a lot of it is just kind of like straight action and it's sort of forgettable because of that. Like I feel like action can just be forgettable, but I remember being fun. I don't know how I'd feel if I rewatched it. But
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Lady Snowblood fan, so
Yeah. Okay, Dread versus Zack Snyder's Justice League.
yeah, Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's good.
Okay, and why?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's really long. That movie's like 4 hours or something, but it's cool. Like, there's like, I don't know. I'm enjoying what he's doing there. Like, I like the characters. Most of the characters. Like, I like that Batman. I like that Superman. And I think the villain's like solid. It's not like my favorite movie. Like, it's just like I think it works. Like, there's a lot of stuff in there that I think works. Kind of
Yeah.
like with some of the action, I think is pretty good. He does a lot of slow mo in it. It's a little ridiculous. Like, there's some stuff in that movie that's just, I mean, Zack Snyder is a little ridiculous, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
Watch last week's episode if you want to hear a lot about Zack Snyder because Luke had like what four Zack Snyder movies in his like
underrated.
over or underrated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, Zack Snyder's Justice League versus Ichi the Killer.
Whoa, so different. I mean, dude, I'm going Ichi the Killer. I fuck with that movie. It's a sick
Yeah.
movie. Like, sick as in like gross. Like, he is a sick
Yeah.
man. Obviously.
Mhm.
It's really cool. There's like parts where like some bodies like hanging on like hooks, and then like there's like some crazy kills. Some that I can't even describe. Um, you know, like there's one where like they have someone has a, what do you call it, like a ice skating boot.
Yeah.
And
Skate or whatever.
yeah, and just like slices someone in half. It's cool. I really like the ending to that movie too. It's really fun. And yeah, I like Takashi Miike.
Okay, perfect. Ichi the Killer versus the Watchmen.
There we go. Damn, Watchmen's good. Watchmen's actually really good. It might be the best. That's not true. I take it back. There's something better that Zack Snyder has made, but second best Zack Snyder movie. One of the best comic book movies. I think.
Yep.
Damn, you know what? I'll go Watchmen. It's
There
cool.
you
Like,
go.
it's got a vibe to it. It's got like it feels very comic booky. Where Ichi the Killer kind of feels like a Takashi Miike movie. Like
Yeah.
Watchmen is like a comic book movie.
Yeah. Okay, we got Watchmen versus Akira.
Okay, so this might piss some people off. I'm like all right on Akira. It's not my It's not my favorite. So I'll go Watchmen. I should rewatch it though. It's been a
Um,
while. It's been a while.
yeah, I mean, you have it out of 4 stars, so it's like it
All right.
sounds like you like it.
Maybe I did when I watched it. It was a while ago though, so I don't really,
Yeah.
my feelings have changed over time, I guess.
Okay, The Watchmen versus My Winner, Old Boy.
Ooh. So I'm gonna go Watchmen.
Okay,
um,
I
I
don't hate it.
I like Old Boy. There's just something I'm just feeling Watchmen right now. Like that movie's kind of sick.
Yeah,
like, it's underrated too. It kind of like hasn't.
for sure.
It's not popular anymore, really. And
Yeah.
in a weird way, I feel like it should be. So yeah.
Okay, so here's your last matchup.
Oh
You're
shit.
feeling The Watchmen. Is The Watchmen gonna beat Spider-Man 3?
That's a
Sam Raimi.
crazy last matchup. Oh man, dude, you know what's so funny? You knew what was gonna happen here. I'm going Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 3 is great. Spider-Man 3. I mean, here's the thing. Like Sam Raimi is like genuinely one of my favorite filmmakers. Like I think he's just an incredible filmmaker. Spider-Man 3 has such great moments. It's not perfect, um but even its imperfections, I think people are a little bit ridiculous about. Like I think there's a lot of comedy in that movie that is like underrated, where like he's dancing and stuff like that, and people are like, "Oh, this is weird," and I'm like, "That's funny." Like that's like Sam Raimi doing like Sam Raimi comedy. Like it's funny to me,
Yep.
and like a lot of that stuff works. Where like people like that's like the biggest kind of like meme thing. Um, Sandman's awesome. Like the Sam Raimi movies just feel like comic books in like the best way.
Yeah.
They're so good. It's a beautiful looking movie. Um, yeah, I'm a big fan of the Tobey Maguire movies, so you know,
I also love like the character arc in that movie for Spider-Man.
yeah.
It's a great character arc,
I
and
also
I think looking at the trailer for the new Spider-Man movie that's gonna come out, like Brand New Day or whatever,
right,
it sounds like they're like trying to like replicate something like Spider-Man 3, whereas like
really,
he goes a little darker. He's like
right.
a little more hurt. There's more on the line for him, like something like that. They're gonna try. It's gonna flop big time, obviously. But I can definitely tell that they're trying to do a similar path with that.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. That's interesting. I wonder. They're definitely. I just don't see them going that dark or anything. Like I feel like they're gonna. Yeah, I don't know. But I also love that people hate Venom in that movie, played by Topher Grace. And I love Topher Grace, and I think he's so funny in that movie. He's just like the frosted tips, and he's like the cool guy, but he's not cool, and it
Yeah.
works. It's so perfect, I think. And he is like a scene where he goes to the church and just like prays that, like Spider Man dies or something, or or yeah, I don't know, something. He prays on his downfall some way, and it's really funny. Yeah,
It's
great movie,
hilarious.
great movie. That's my
Okay, so
winner.
Spider-Man 3 wins for Luke and Old Boy won for me. You have a little more of a fun pick because mine doesn't feel like a comic book movie, you know. Um,
True.
but I think this is a good point to transition. You said something earlier about um, like the action getting over redundant and forgettable, and I think that like applies to like most superhero slash comic book movies where like the action just like completely overplaces the actual narrative, where it's like, okay, they just want to have like this like turn your brain off, which ends up making it slop, which is why a lot of like MCU movies, when you grow older and you're more attuned to like seeing what film can actually be, or if it depends on how you view a movie, right? It's like it just ends up being slop, like a lot of the movies we mentioned. um which I think is very interesting, which is why I do want to do like an MCU like binge this summer or something, just to, like get my newfound opinions on like how I view certain ones. Like Winter Soldier is easily the best MCU movie in my opinion. I don't know if you have like what's an MCU movie like you actually like. Is there an MCU movie you like?
I don't think there is. I think like the I can tell you the closest maybe would be maybe Black Panther or Multiverse of Madness because of Sam Raimi. Like, because there's Sam Raimi stuff in there, but it's a like I think that
That's
movie's
great.
not like I don't like that movie or I don't like any of them.
Yeah,
But like when I
this is
watch
the
Multiverse of
closest.
Madness, like there's like some moments where it's like, oh, Sam Raimi's there and it's interesting, and that's more than I can say for like every other MCU movies where it's like there's no filmmaker here. This is like completely commercial. You know, they're selling a product. That's the same thing over and over again. You know, and but like yeah, I mean, Multiverse of Madness kind of sucks, but like I don't know. Yeah, I really don't like. I don't think I like any MCU movie. We could have a whole conversation on MCU just because like
Oh yeah.
I think people are gonna accept kind of the quality they get, um, and like I think it's a thing where like our generation kind of grew up where those were the only movies. You know, those were the only movies that people saw, which you know is
Yeah, because they came out
terrible.
like once a year.
Yeah,
There's
like
like
twice. You know, like
once or twice
I mean,
a
in the
year.
2020s they were doing like 10 things. You know, but no one likes it really after Endgame, but people were still watching it.
Yeah.
And I think it's just the thing where it's like they're really not doing interesting action. They're doing really boring action. They're doing really like boring comedy, really like poor filmmaking. You know, they don't care about how it looks. You know, they're doing all these things kind of go banking on like we have um you know, we have these characters and we have this franchise that people are going to go see it and kind of if you know there's like simple comedy and like everything's lighthearted and it's generally broad for everyone. You know, the same way like a company sells a product. You know, it's made for everyone, and so like it'll make money, right? And it's kind of what's really sad is now I don't think people understand that there's movies that are action movies or even comic. I mean, you could say even comic movies, but we'll just say like action comedy movies or fun movies like blockbuster Hollywood movies that are actually really well made, way more fun, like smarter, um, and I just think like just a better time. Like, but I think because like they don't have Superman, they're not gonna go and see those movies. It's a weird it's weird, and I think it still exists too. Like I think that's still a thing that people are just now kind of morphing into seeing other movies now that they don't care about what the MCU is doing now.
Yeah. Like I don't think the only thing I've watched from MCU after I watched like Endgame was like maybe the first season of Loki because I just
I did
love Loki
too.
so much. I think he's my favorite character in the MCU.
It also looked
And then I watched
interesting,
like half of, yeah.
like
I
the
also watched half
trailer,
of WandaVision.
right?
Yeah, yeah. I also watched half of WandaVision because I was seeing the trailers and I was like, oh, this is something cool that they're doing. They're doing like a sitcom black and white thing. Uh, and then I just kind of got bored of it. And then I watched like No Way Home, obviously, because that was a huge deal. Um,
Yeah,
but other than that, I'm not really too excited with anything that's gonna go on. Like, what's the one that's coming out? Avengers at the
Doomsday.
end of this year. Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
I'm
really
gonna see that.
curious.
I'm gonna buy a ticket. Like which sucks. I'm gonna buy a ticket, which is it's gonna make way over $1 billion. But I just don't get excited for it anymore. I don't know what's even going on in the MCU. I don't know if I missed anything, you know. And
Yeah,
then they're bringing this shit out, and it's like they're just trying to always revamp it, and they're trying to like you can tell Disney is like trying to make money with the TV shows. You know, like they're more TV show driven now. There's so many of them. It's just like how much time do you want your people to spend on? It's like the same thing with Star Wars too. They have all these Star Wars shows.
yeah. Disney
But
just put
yeah, I
them out
agree. I
everywhere.
think the ones that are like far ahead, like Watchmen, like they're not making $1 billion. You know, like I guess it's because of the R rating, I guess, where it's not for everyone. You know, it's like kind of sleazy comedy, like dark comedy, dark humor, interesting filmmaking points. But yeah, I mean, same with Logan popular, obviously. But I don't know. I'm just like not a huge fan. I definitely, even if I don't like the movie, I think they're great. Like turn your brain off. You know, like I think that's what I give it. Where it's just like I'm not gonna like ever be bored by them. So much going on. It's just I don't care that much. It's like this weird medium where I'll watch it. You know, and like you said, it's like forgettable. Like if you told me like what happens, if you asked me what happens in like Avengers, tune with these superhero movies. But when they're on in the theater, it's like fine. You know, it's like a good time with friends and family because again, everyone can watch it. So I think it's like an interest that makes a lot of money. And obviously, we would want like 2001 to be making two, right? But like I think it's obvious why it doesn't make that much money. But I think
Yeah.
Avatar is like an outlier.
Yeah, no,
I
absolutely.
think Avatar is an outlier for sure. You know,
Yeah, gives me hope. But yeah, no, I'm really curious because Doomsday is going to be the biggest fucking train wreck of all time. Like that movie is gonna have every single character in like my friend just texted me. He was like, "Are you excited for Doomsday?" I was like, "Oh, Loki, like no, like I don't really, I'm not into like MCU movies really." And he was like, "Oh, I'm excited because the X-Men are in it." And I was like, "Dude, the fucking X-Men, like the X-Men are in it." Like there's like a billion people in that movie, and it's a weird thing where like, do people? I wonder if people are thinking the more people,
Fantastic Four is in it.
right?
Fantastic Four is in
I
it.
mean, it's the new Marvel, right? Like this after Endgame Marvel, but it's also like they're
The
bringing
better.
back Captain America and all of the old people, right? And it's just like everything, and it's like this does not work. Movies are always better when you refine. They're never better when you do like Superman. James Gunn's Superman has a million things going on, and that's why it sucks. And it's that movie's just Superman. You know, it's not even like a group. It's not even like Justice League or something. I mean, there's like the Justice League in it, but
Yeah.
yeah, very. And so I'm curious because people are genuinely excited for it because the people are coming back and now it's not going to be like this new MCU era. It's going to be like Endgame or something, right? And I'm like, and I'm just really curious. I know I'm not going to like it, but if I do watch it, but I'm really curious what the culture is going to be when that comes out.
Like the general public, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. Do you think people will like it?
Yeah. I wonder if they hate or love it.
It's one or the other.
I think they do.
I would. I kind of genuinely feel like they won't, but I
Yeah.
feel like you can't have that opinion
Uh
because it's too optimistic. It would be great for the culture if everyone hates that movie and that movie like flops, but it's just not. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Okay.
okay, so now we're gonna do the reviews for the movies that we got recommended last week. We're doing it different than how we usually do it. We're doing it before we do what we watched last week because these movies ended up actually being comic book movies. I watched Dick Tracy and Luke watched Reflections in a Dead Diamond. So I just watched Dick Tracy last night, and I actually feel very similarly to how I feel about Sin City. I feel like they like look and feel almost the same in different aspects. Obviously, Sin City's black and white, and Dick Tracy's very colorful. Um, I ended up I do like the movie. I do like Sin City more. I think it's just the story I just kind of like more in Sin City. Dick Tracy just feels to me like a regular cop and robber gangster type of thing.
Really?
where like yeah, I mean there's definitely elements with like especially with the kid that feel definitely different. Um First of all, I have to say like the within the opening minutes, the prosthetics like blow you out of the water.
Yeah, they're
Like
so funny.
there's like there's like the big bubblehead guy and I'm really mad that he is only there for like 2 seconds because like I would love to see his character fleshed out. Also, it's just really cool seeing all these like big famous actors. Pacino is a really fun
He's
character for
so
sure.
good.
He's doing all this yelling and shit. Madonna is gorgeous, which just adds to the beauty of the movie. I think my biggest my biggest tick on it, like why I don't love it, is mostly because in the beginning you have all those beautiful city shots, right? You have all those beautiful city shots, and it like feels like a comic book. It feels like a comic book all the way through, but like through the middle point of the movie, they're focused on the plot more than the actual like. They're not going to be zoomed out on a city constantly, right? That's not what a movie is. So it just kind of it kind of like it. I kind of leave that kind of mindset from the beginning, where I'm in that mindset of like, oh, I feel like I'm in a comic book. Whereas Sin City is constantly doing like these pannings into the character where you see like the obviously CGI'd fucking buildings, which is or hand painted buildings or whatever it is. It's so gorgeous. Dick Tracy, I think, is prettier than Sin City. I will say that. I think it's prettier. I just think, oh my gosh, the end shot of Dick Tracy is so good with the train and the sun flowing through it. Um, I will say, Luke, I understand why you love this movie. It feels
Okay.
very, it feels very like megalopolis coded
Yeah, it's very
to
me.
me. Yeah,
It's like
it's
made
very
for
Luke
me.
megalopolis coded. It feels made for you. Um, Again, I like how I view it. It's just like I don't get really attached to really anything. I think Dick Tracy's a fine character. I'm not like obsessed with him as a main. Um, I saw a review I thought was really funny where it's like Dick Tracy shows how you can you can juggle two different women and make them both happy. It's like that's
I know
so
that
true.
part of the plot is so crazy to me. Like,
Yeah, like they both like they both I don't know. Like I don't hate it. Like it's just I think it's a really good movie. I think the production design is obviously top notch. It's like some of the best I've seen. The prosthetics, of course, the acting is really fun and quirky. It's just not usually a movie I just like kind of give myself to. It kind of just ends up being I do love the montages though. When I was watching the montages, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is I know Luke was smiling when watching this montage. Like there's certain moments where I'm like,
you're
yeah,
like,
Luke
you can
is
imagine
loving.
me. It's just like,
Yeah, I almost like imagine myself watching it next to you. Like you're so giddy about these montages. They're so cool with like the overlay of Madonna singing. It'll start on her
yeah,
singing and then all these montage stuff will happen and then it'll end on her. So great. Um I like I mean the plot twist is like eh, it's just like I do like mask reveals though. They're always fun,
it's just
and I love the
silly.
voice.
It's like
Yeah, it's
silly.
just it's so silly. I love all the voices that people are doing. I think my favorite character is Mumbles for sure. I think Mumbles is a great character. I think
Yeah, yeah, I
like
agree.
it's
Um,
I like when Dick Tracy is
Dustin
like
Hoffman.
holding the wire and slows down his voice so that he can hear him ratting him out.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
it's so
and
funny.
then Mumble starts speaking regular. You're like, oh, what the fuck? It's so hilarious. And like the whole sweating thing, like it'll go back and forth between him getting interrogated with the light on him, and then it goes back to Madonna singing, and it'll go back, and he's like drenched in sweat, and he's like taunting him with the water. Like there's just little things like that that are just so fun. It does feel like a comic book movie, so
Yeah,
like it feels very similar in like the vein of like Speed Racer outs doing all these visual
yeah,
things
yeah,
that are really fun and cool, like the lights and the characters. Everything is just so over accentuated, which makes it fun. Like if it was just lame, like all these other movies, it's just so different. I think that's what makes it so much fun. So yeah, I love Dick Tracy. It's just not a story I attach to, but visually I attach to it. Which makes me end up liking the movie. I think there's a good balance where you can like a movie where you don't feel attached to the story all the time. Sometimes a visual feast is enough to enjoy a movie, and it's like it feels like a movie I could rewatch. It's not like the story's bad enough to where I'm like, I can't hate it. Like, okay, I've seen it and I'm done with it. Wipe my hands clean. It's definitely a movie I think I could probably get deeper on with the plot, with the character dynamics, and maybe see more visually. So it just feels like an endlessly rewatchable movie. It's a fun time for sure.
Yeah, I would say like with we're talking about other kind of like maybe modern comic book movies like the MCU famously, where I think there's this thing of like, you know, comic books kind of should be like silly and fun like this. And I think what the MCU fails at so badly, and what I think we just miss in like kind of modern Hollywood, like we could even go to Project Hail Mary or something, is like this kind of silliness that's played really sincerely. And like in Dick
Yeah.
Tracy, it's like so sincere and everything. Like, you know, everyone's like really like Al Pacino. I mean, is just like really going at it completely, but he's, you know, he's not like going to the camera like you know, like this is supposed to be silly, right? Like versus like Project Hail Mary or, you know, Marvel movie, it's very like to the camera, like this is silly, this is a joke,
Yeah.
right? Like I think we just
Yeah.
miss it. Like I think like that's the shit that's like makes it for me, with just in general, like with these kinds of movies, is, you know, them playing it really sincerely and everything's bizarre and silly. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. um okay, I watched Reflection of a Dead Diamond controversially. um I don't like this movie, and it's kind of like where Dick Tracy is like a movie for me. I feel like this is a movie just absolutely not for me. Not
Interesting.
like I'm so anti what this movie is. Um, and I'll explain. And um, and I'm curious. I guess like I guess I'll ask you like, what did you get out of this movie?
So I think Reflections in a Dead Diamond is one of those movies where it's so visually stunning to me that I don't even fucking care. Like I think it's the prettiest movie to come out this decade. Like there's so much fucking cool shit that's going on constantly. That's just like, whoa, this is fucking sick. It's just one of those gnarly movies to me where it's just like, okay, this is doing something so different, and I love the concept. Like it's such a confusing movie. First of all, if you've never seen the movie is very fucking confusing. So you just kind of have to like sit back and just let yourself be confused and just not even worry about anything that's going on. There's so many like set pieces that I fucking love. Like there's the motorcycle like leather jacket, and she like kicks all these people's ass in the bar, which is super cool. The like the actual hotel in the Italian space, like it's an Italian movie, but like the Italian setting is so pretty. Like the sea nearby, it feels very mysterious. It feels like a comic book movie to me. Like the the peephole between the door, the carpet, the actual diamonds, like everything is like accentuated to like the max, like visually. Like it's just like overstimulating to the max. I think the reason why I thought you'd like it is because it's just so stunning and it's doing so many new like interesting things, like stuff I've like never seen in a movie before. There's some camera stuff that's I've never seen that I was like baffled. Whenever I see something new, especially coming out 2025 when there's been over 100 years of filmmaking and there's something new, it just makes me love it so much more. Um, yeah, and it's also like the reason I thought you like it is like I'll go back to it again. Like my review for it was like it's meshing all these influences that you love, you know? Like it feels very Gallo, it feels very David Lynch to me. It's doing all the things I okay, so I'm not a huge Gallo fan as you, right? Like you're much more into that than me.
Yeah.
I do appreciate Gallo for its like visual feast, and I think it's doing all the things I love best about Gallo and Lynch
Oh,
and all these
do you
people.
mean Giallo?
Giallo,
I always
sorry.
thought you were
Yeah.
talking about Vincent Gallo.
No. Giallo. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I always say it wrong.
Oh, okay, that makes
But
a lot more sense because I was like Gallo. I was like, maybe.
yeah, no. Yeah, Giallo. Um, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's just like everything I love about that genre and Lynch. It's a spy movie. Like you literally said in this episode, you like spies. So just it feels like Bond. I don't know. I'm not a huge Bond fan, but it does all the things I like about Bond in it. Um, so yeah, I'm interested why you like didn't like it.
yeah. Okay, so this is the thing. To me, this is not cinema.
Oh wow.
That's rude. I don't. Okay. Here's the thing. Things in this movie happen, and they just happen extremely quick. It's edited with no rhythm, no rhyme, no poetry for me. Like things just keep
Okay.
happening, and like
Mhm.
there can be like, and I there probably is there. I actually know there are like strong images here that could be strong, but the reason why they don't work, and I think there's like really like a lot of bad filmmaking here, and it's also like seems to be like these guys' style, and they're doing this on purpose, and
Yeah,
I
this is
just
their
probably
style.
just disagree with their whole philosophy of filmmaking. Um, but things just happen extremely quickly, where it never holds on images. There's just like like something cool, and it's 1 second. It goes out to something cool and nice, and then something cool, and it's just like it doesn't allow like that. I have a huge issue with that. Even when things are maybe even a little bit slower. Like I have that issue with Denis Villeneuve's like Dune movies. Very different kind of movie, right? But like I'm like, when Denis has like a strong image, I wish he would hold it more. And like, I think that movie's chopped up too much. This movie's just a cut every zero point 0.5 seconds. And it also feels, a lot of the filmmaking here feels extremely Tarantino to me, which I didn't see you list. But like so much of this stuff feels like Tarantino, and in like an annoying way, because I don't love
Yeah,
Tarantino
yeah,
style. Um, like even you can imagine like the person like doing the fight scenes and stuff kind of feels Tarantino to me, and like a lot of that
yeah.
stuff. I haven't seen the movie that people mainly talk about with this, which is um, Diabolique. It's like
Yeah,
yeah, you know what I'm Captain Diabolique. Is that
yeah,
what it is?
yeah, yeah,
Which apparently this movie is like kind of doing something around. I don't, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I don't think that would like change my opinion of the movie, but yeah, and it seems like people are really kind of describing this as like an exercise in cinema, as like an like oh, this is an exercise, and I don't know. For me, when I hear that, I'm just like, I don't want that. Like maybe in a short film, or something, but I'm like, I think I want more than an exercise. Like I want a real movie. Um, I don't have a lot to say. It's just kind of like I really things are just happening, and I'm just like, okay, like kind of what you said. You just kind of have to take it in at some point. And just nothing's really resonating with me. And there's like a lot of like camera moves and stuff that I think are like so stupid, in the midst of like stuff that maybe is good, right? But when it's happening so fast, and like some of the stuff I think is like bad, it's just kind of like I don't know, whatever. And it is kind of like I don't know. I think these guys are probably talented. I think they like obviously are like do something like this. There's a lot that goes into it, like technically, like collaborating with all these different departments to achieve some things. But I just think when it comes together, as absolutely worthless, and like is like um I don't know, it really like just peeved me in a way. Like I was just like watching it like man, like fuck this, dude. Like this isn't like cinema to me. um I don't want to be mean because he wrecked it, but like I feel like I have to explain, you know what I mean? And it's
No,
just
no,
my
that's good.
opinion, and maybe I'm just like old, and I just can't. I'm just like a grandpa, and I can't accept something like new. Like there's like a new
That's the thing I like about it though, is like it doesn't feel new. I think there's just so many influences that are in it.
and I was
And I
thinking
think
like if these
the
people
thing
watch
the
this
thing you're
movie, I don't think they'd like it.
yeah, which I kind of like.
Okay. I mean
I
that's
kind I kind of
fair.
like I kind of like that. Like I've said before, like I love Gaspar Noé because it's like a middle finger. It's like this doesn't feel like conventional cinema. Like obviously you agree. Because it's like an exercise or whatever. I think it's like it's so uninterested in fucking plot. Like it doesn't fucking matter. And I think the major thing that matters to me is like I was just sitting down on my couch and I just let it happen to me. And it's just it feels like a montage of like all the greatest shots I love. And so it's just like boom, great shot, boom, great shot, boom, great shot. Where there's like I don't I don't care for it to linger because the next shot is just as good. I think every single shot in the movie is perfect. Like I wrote in my review, I think it's perfect filmmaking. I think it's like I think I like it because it's not I think it's not doing something I've ever seen before. Like it's just so new
It's
and
true.
different to me where I like it. Where it's just like, oh, I've never fucking seen this before, and it's like twists and turns. I'm always confused, but I don't care. Oh, this great shot here. The dialogue is really weird. The There's like a really weird track. I saw a lot of Jack Rivette in it. Like Rivette does all these things where it's like just walking around. I like the walking around murder scene near the sea, which I think is really cool. Um, I think the movie's fast paced, but I also feel like it deserves to have the eight. It's a short movie, you know. Like
Yeah.
if this movie was like
Thank God.
2.5 hours long, I'd probably have the same opinion as you. Where I think it's like just short enough to like, okay, like I got enough of that. Where it's just like
I got
it had that perfect length.
at like 20 minutes I was like I'm done. Like I don't want to do this anymore. And I just fully like I'm just like I'm so done with this. Like I fuck this kind of. So I felt like maybe I felt that just a lot quicker. And
Quicker.
where I was
Yeah.
like, it kind of feels like, and I was trying to think of like, what is the formal importance of making everything so fast? Like, what are they, like, what are they, what's the significance of doing that, as like film form? And the only thing that I really thought of was like keeping people's attention, like for attention span. I really couldn't think because I think if you think you have great images or something, you're gonna trust those images and hold them. Like I don't really know why they have like why they're doing that. I don't really like. I want to like talk to
So you
them
you would yeah, you would prefer the movie to be longer then.
and like hold on things. It's slower, yeah, but also like cut out some dumb shit.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I kind
But
of like the quirkiness of the plot as well. Like it's like so ridiculous.
yeah, I mean my favorite parts are
If
probably the girl, and then they keep like pulling the mask and it's like a different thing. Like it's like the silly
Yeah,
things like that, or like something.
I had like a similar reaction to like the resurrection beginning, like the way I feel about the resurrection beginning, if you can conjure up your own like because you like the beginning as well.
Yeah, yeah, I do. I really do.
Like that's how I felt like for the whole movie of Reflection and a Dead Diamond basically. Where it's like I constantly doing something I've never seen, so it's like, oh, this is so weird. Um,
Yeah.
so I understand why you don't like it. Like your explanation's great. I think it's
Okay.
just our two experiences are completely different.
Yeah.
I think that's like the value of this movie. Like this movie has decently good reviews, especially from my friends. My friends like
Yeah. No, it does.
some 5 stars and
Yeah. I
three
mean,
and a
like
half or
Matt
whatever.
Lynch, you know, big
Yeah.
letterbox guy, 4.5 stars.
And like you look at the top reviews, they're all really good.
Yeah.
Um, so I think it's just I understand like you're thinking more about like the edit. I like now that you're saying it, like I didn't even think about the edit once. Like that wasn't even in my
What do you
mind.
mean the edit? like the
like
pace.
the choppy, like
Oh,
the really quick edit of the film. Like
oh, okay,
that was never
interesting,
brought to my attention.
interesting.
Like I don't know why, because usually I do. Like especially like this is why I hate Baz Luhrmann. Like Baz Luhrmann's editing is
Right.
so fucking fast and quick. I think it's just I don't know. I think the image obviously the images are better than Baz Luhrmann, but like I don't know. I just think there's really cool stuff in it constantly that is really new to me that I loved. Um, so that's like the basis of why I fucking love that movie. Um, and like I'm gonna just piss you off more. Like I think it's better than one battle after another.
All right, let's just rage bait.
I think it's better than
Fuck
one battle
that.
and Eddington and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
what does that nature say to you?
Oh
But
my
it's just
god.
like I think I don't know. Maybe if I rewatched it, like maybe this is making me hesitate to rewatch it because then maybe I'll start thinking about the edit more. But I don't know. I think it's just a visual feast for the eyes, in my opinion. Like it's just like I was just in a daze. Like I think that's what it was. I think I got into a daze really early on, where like from the first shot, I was like, oh, this is something different. And I was going into it thinking this is gonna be something new that I've never seen. So I kind of immediately it was like I was hypnotized for the whole movie, basically.
Good
So
420
maybe
movie.
that's what it,
On the topic of
good 420
420,
movie. Yeah, maybe if you
if I
watch this movie high, you would be
I think
like you're not
that
thinking about the edit, and it's just it. You know what this
and
movie
things
feels
are
to me?
slower.
It feels like strobe lights. Like
Yeah.
think about like do you like strobe lights blinking in your eye constantly? Like I love
If
that shit.
the mood's right.
Yeah, exactly. Like it feels like the movie feels like I'm sweaty in a rave with strobe lights in my face with beautiful images. I don't know. Like I also just love Italian like architecture and I like the do you find the plot with the comic book interesting like towards the end where it like all flips around?
I think all of anything that could be good is insignificant because of the way the movie's made.
Oh.
It's made in a way where I can't attach myself to anything.
So would you be interested in watching their other work or are you just like completely cut off?
I think I, no. I Cuz I again like what I said at the beginning is like I just think my philosophy is couldn't be more different than theirs.
Yeah, like I would never make a film like this. You know, like I'm more
Yeah.
slow cinema type. Like I like slow stuff. That's how most of my movies are.
Yeah,
It's just
same.
like the only difference is like I just didn't think about the edit, I guess. I just didn't care. You
Yeah.
know, it's just like do you think the images are pretty though?
There's some images that, you know, um here's the thing is like an image has to like carry some like some weight, some interest. It has to be
Yeah.
compelling, and there are some in there that are. There's like even like the freaking like eye on the diamonds and things like that.
Yeah.
But when I feel like this movie doesn't care about that. Like I feel like they're doing them as like, oh, here's like we don't care about the significance of our images. We just care that they're pretty for a second, and that to me is lame. Because I'm like yeah they are pretty, um, but they could be like I don't know, like things don't have to be so superficial. Like especially when you're
Yeah.
doing so much hard work to pull these off. Like I want to talk to these guys. uh, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean I love like the green screen on the car. Like that's something I always like. You don't see that very often anymore. The diamond of the eye and the diamond. Um there's some cool transitional shots too. All this like the samurai sword with the leather jacket in the dark room is fucking nuts. Um,
Yeah, there
I don't know.
like it ends on him like with the fin, like the end of the
Yeah,
movie, kind of like on his face. And like that's interesting, but it's we it like those things feel weird because it's like, oh, now you expect me to care about something. It's like I feel like it's weird that you're expecting me to care about something like going on because the whole movie it feels like you don't want me to care, like you just want me to let things happen, or I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
It was just a very strange experience for me. That was
I think there's like interesting stuff in it where like I've never thought to do a shot like when he grabs the sun, for example. Like that was like why have I never thought of doing something weird like that? Or I love this like kind of like they have a Sin City-esque shot where it's like silhouette where one guy's red and one guy's green, and
yeah.
they're like he's getting shot in front of the Jesus the Redeemer
Yeah,
statue.
that was my favorite shot of the movie.
Yeah, that shot is sick. Like it's doing all these weird things that you would think that the whole style would have to be like that, but it's doing like a million styles, like the shot in the
Yeah,
eye. Um, I don't know. There's like so many cool spots in it, and I think like the aging of the woman is cool, and the old man's lore is cool. The James Bond esque of it. I don't know. I just find it so visually pleasing. But I everything you say, I understand
okay. I had to explain
for
myself.
sure.
I had to explain myself.
Yeah. Everyone has different opinions. It's okay.
Yeah,
We can't agree on everything, Luke. This is
I know. No, it's
this is
good. It's
how it
better
goes.
not to disagree.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go into what we watched this last week.
Yeah,
I started the week by rewatching Anyone But You, the Glenn Powell Sydney Sweeney rom-com. I liked it when I first watched it in theaters with all my buddies. I still like it, or I still
cool.
like can enjoy parts of it,
Do you like
but
Sydney
like
Sweeney right now?
no.
Okay, that's what for me. I'm like that might affect my rewatch experience because of Sydney
Yeah,
Sweeney.
that it affected my rewatch experience.
Interesting.
My score went down. My score went down. I do think she's good in The Housemaid though.
Right.
The Housemaid is
I haven't seen it,
bonkers.
but
Like it's so crazy. Anyone But You, it just feels like so basic to me. Like it just feels like okay, it's just another rom-com. So it's just like okay, I can't like really give it any like I'm trying to find props to it. I'm like, "Oh, what does it do differently?" And I just can't find something. And I think the first time my only excuse is like, "Oh, it charmed me." You know, like where some rom-coms don't charm me. Oh, it charmed me. And this
yeah,
time it's like, okay, it didn't charm me. So like what else can I have? And it like no backup defense there. And then I rewatched Marriage Story. Um, I tried to find things where I didn't like and I couldn't. It's just so fucking good. Marriage Story I think is such a great script and people don't talk about those performances enough, man.
I know,
Like
which is crazy because they're really talked about. But I agree.
they're not talked about enough. Like we got to talk about Adam Driver in this movie. He's so fucking good. It's like a
He's the
career-defining
goat.
performance
He's the goat.
in a movie that you wouldn't think would have that. You know, it's just like you wouldn't think like, okay, Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver are gonna put in maybe their best performances ever in this moment. Um, yeah, Scarlett Johansson is great, but I think Adam Driver is even better, which is somehow impossible. If any put her in any movie when she's acting like this, it's really rare. That scene where they're having the argument and he starts yelling at her and he punches the wall, my body just like tenses up. It's like so intense. Um, and when I rewatched it, I actually appreciated like the lawyers more. Like I liked their role more. Like Ray Liotta and Laura Dern, they're playing really quirky roles, which I like kind of enjoy. Like Laura Dern's like the total valley girl, like I'm so rich, I don't care about your emotions, let me manipulate you thing. And then Ray Liotta's like I love his voice and the way he's acting is like their argument scene in the courtroom is really fun. And I love the ending and I love the beginning too. The beginning is really cool. So yeah, I still love Marriage Story. I think Noah Baumbach is an underrated director. I still think Meyerowitz Stories is better though. I think
Interesting.
Meyerowitz Stories is goaded. And then I watched Scarlet Street by Fritz Lang.
Oh,
Um, really, really good. Um, it was the girl I watched it with. It was her first time ever seeing a black and white film, and she really liked it.
wow.
She like loved it.
That
It was like,
is really lucky.
yeah, she was entranced by it, and it was the first time watch for me. Um, it actually gets really really dark as it goes on. It's the main character is the guy who plays Maboose, right?
Mabusa.
Yeah. So he plays that character,
That's cool. I
and
love him.
he plays this role where he's like really cute and ugly. Like he's an ugly looking guy, but he plays like a cute character in this where you like kind of feel sorry for him. He's in this marriage where his wife is always yelling at him and like hates him, and he just kind of takes it because he says he's lonely. Um, and he falls in love with this woman who's like married to a or is like in love with this like gangster who's an asshole to her. So it's kind of funny that she's in love with the asshole and he's married to the asshole, and but he's in love with her and she manipulates him to get the asshole. It's like so crazy, and then some crazy shit happens at the end. And there's a moment where there's like a whispering voiceover to his voice of like the girl's voice, and it's so fucking cool. Like Fritz Lang is such an interesting director. He's always pushing the boundaries from early cinema. So I loved that movie. And then I rewatched Weapons. I don't like the movie anymore. Like I liked the movie when I first watched it. I don't think it's a bad movie. um i'm I just didn't like the structure of it and as much as I did the first time. Like maybe it's because in the meantime I rewatched Pulp Fiction, and Pulp Fiction
Mm.
went down a lot for me. And then rewatching Weapons, the first thing when I first watched it was like, oh, it's doing a Pulp Fiction thing, I really like it. um I was just very like uninterested. I think there's interesting things in it, but it doesn't, my infatuation doesn't last very long. So I think it's a mid movie, which is 3 stars, by the way. Mid is
Two
three
and a half, but
stars.
you know, who's counting?
um, and then I watched the Dardenne brothers, The Unknown Girl. So good. The Dardenne brothers just keep swooping me up in their fucking handheld, super simple story style, and I just love it. The Unknown Girl follows Adele, the girl that plays one of the girls in Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Adele Hanel. And the story kind of follows like she's a doctor, and I love the doctor scenes. She's like a great doctor. It's like it's almost like I was like, man, I want this girl to be my doctor for life. Like the way that she's treating her patients is really sweet. She'll like get out of bed if a customer calls her, and she'll just go to their house and fix them up.
Oh, that sounds like
Um,
I'd like it.
Yeah, and but the story follows like a girl after the store closes, after the doctor shop closes, a girl rings the doorbell to like get their attention, but she's annoyed at her intern, where the intern starts goes to answer the thing, and she says no because she's so annoyed. She wants to combat anything the intern does, and so he doesn't. And you find out later that the girl got who was ringing the doorbell got murdered that night, and she could have saved her. So what she does is she
Interesting.
tries to find out who killed the girl, um, by herself because she feels guilty for it. Um, Great movie. Uh, while also repairing her relationship with the intern. So it's just like it's so sweet and great acting and fun story. I think it's like the most like plot engaging movie I've seen from the Dardenne brothers. Like it because it's like a mystery. So it's like Dardenne brothers but with a mystery. So it's super fun. And then I rewatched Parasite. It is no longer a 5 star for me. Mostly because I still like it just as much as I always have. It's just not personal. Once again, like 5 stars are beginning to get more and more personal. I think it's perfect filmmaking, a great story, great ending, great plot twist. It's just not personal to me anymore, so it's just down a half star. And then I'm gonna talk about this, even though it's like you technically can't rate it. I guess it's called Samuel by Emily Tranche. It's like in the top 10 highest rated things on Letterbox. Has a 4.6 average, and it's a French TV show animated with like it's so simply animated. It's almost like it's such a beautiful day type of thing. It's like that kind of animation.
Yeah.
Um, and every voice is voiced by the director. So the director voiced, drew, directed, edited, produced the entire thing, and
Wow.
it's 21 4-minute episodes. but every single episode is like the plot progresses, so it's not like every story's different. And they all start with like Dear Diary, and almost the entire show is like has like captions of the diary over it, and it's about this teenage boy named Samuel, and he's doing his diary thing. He's talking about the girl he has a crush on, uh, and it's so romantic. It just reminds me of like I wrote a long ass review talking about like as you grow older, you don't have crushes anymore. Like it's weird. You look back in your middle school days and you have all these crushes and it's so palpable and it's like all you can think about, right? You
Mm-hmm.
don't have that anymore. Like our interactions with the person we're attracted to is like so quick nowadays. It's like boom, Tinder match, or it's like boom, frat party, or it's like boom, I like you, let's hang out type of thing. Whereas like the idea of a crush and it brought all those emotions back. I think it's in my top 5 shows I've ever watched. It's so amazing that ends so perfectly. Doesn't end how you expect. I would suggest anyone to watch it. It's on Netflix English version. So I watched it in English on Netflix. I mean, it's 80 minutes long. Um, so it's perfect. Yeah, it's great. I gave it a 100 out of 100. I never do stuff out of 100, but I
Oh,
gave it a
brother,
perfect.
get this guy out of here,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. And then I rewatched Honora. Not as big on Honora a second time. It still emotionally impacts me at the end. I think it's a really sad movie. I think it's a really lonely movie. I just don't. I think the second act is just too haymaker, where it's just like walking around trying to find the guy. It's just like not as like visceral to me as it was the first time. So it went down from a 4.5 to a 3.5. So it's a big letdown.
Oh, 4.5.
But I still think Honora's a I think it's actually pretty brave of the Academy to give it Best Picture. Like it's
Yeah, it's a
just
big win.
doesn't seem like a Best Picture winner. Honestly, it's like so erotic in that first act, where it's like, wow, this won Best Picture.
Yeah.
It's like kind of crazy. Um, and then I watched Crime 101 with Chris Hemsworth.
Oh
It's
my
like a
god.
cops and robbers type of thing, and I enjoyed it.
Oh, really?
I gave it 2.5 stars, but I like enjoyed it. Like for what it is, it's just like brain. It's a slop, you know. It's
Okay.
cool seeing Mark Ruffalo in a role that he always does, which is playing a detective. Like I feel like Mark Ruffalo is always a detective
Yeah,
somehow.
like
Like, he's
yeah.
always in that kind of role. Um, he's like a washed-up detective. Um, there's some interesting stuff in it. It kind of reminds me of Ambulance a little bit, except Ambulance is like way more fun.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a really long. It's like way too long though. Crime 101 is like 130 minutes. But it's like a 2026 movie. Prime. I was like, I need to watch as many 2026 movies as possible. Might as well watch this. It's like the turn on and shut off your brain type of movies. You know, it's like there's no value to it whatsoever. And then I rewatched Sex, Lies, and Videotape. Um, by a growing on me director, Steven Soderbergh. It's his directorial debut, and it's a masterpiece. It's actually the first time I watched it, I gave it a 2.5 stars, and so I wanted
Interesting.
to rewatch it. I wanted to rewatch it before I watched the Christophers
Yeah.
because the Christophers was gonna make 10 Soderbergh movies and to do a list thing. I was like, there's no way it's that bad. You know, I've grown to love Soderbergh, so it's like, okay, I'll rewatch his directorial debut, and it blew me out of the water. It's like Crash but better. Like everything I love about Crash is in it, and then it's also just better. I think it's a horror movie. I see Sex Lies and Videotape as a horror movie. Like it kind of like there's like this music that's really eerie when the videotape turns on, and it has like this weird like ruffle of the VHS tape or whatever, and then you're like watching it and you're like, what's gonna happen? I love Soderbergh's simple editing in interactions. It's a movie of interactions. It's literally like basically 4 characters in the movie.
Yeah.
And the power dynamics are so palpable, and it's like super fun to see like the morals of each person is so weird. You have like a sexually repressed wife to a cheater husband who's cheating on the sexually repressed outgoing like sister, and then you have like a weird guy that's ruining all their lives by like recording sexual confessions, and you can see us like the sexually repressed person get out there. It's so weird. It's like a really weird movie, and the dialogue is really weird, and I love it. It's weird in all the best ways. It
Yeah,
feels very Cronenberg-esque, I
it
think.
does definitely.
And then I watched the Christophers in theaters in a packed out theater here in Austin. This is the difference between Austin. Like back in Oregon, I was never in a packed out theater. In Alamo, every single theater is packed out. You got to buy tickets weeks in advance. And the Christophers is a movie that grows on you. Ian McKellen is so fucking great in this. He's like really close to Ethan Hawke in Blue Moon levels good. uh he's talking so much in the movie. The movie acts like a play. Like it feels like a play. Uh Kind of like Blue Moon. He's talking so much. Like
Interesting.
the whole movie is just him yapping, and the dialogue is so good and crisp. Uh it's a really fun story about like trying to convince an old man who came out in the 90s as bisexual, and he made a series called the Christophers of paintings of the same guy, the guy that he fell in love with, that made him come out. Uh, he's about to die, and so his children who want to make money off of the Christophers because it's never seen the light of day, they want her. They hire a artist who can like recreate artists to like steal his paintings and finish it to sell it for like a lot of money, and then through that he gets to like hires him her as the assistant, and then gets to like get the renowned feelings of like when he came out of like being in love again. So it's like so good. It's really sad, and the ending is so great. And then I watched Koyaanisqatsi, the experimental film
Oh yeah.
of yeah, Koyaanisqatsi, um, an experimental film of just like America, just like showing like the desert and then time lapse of people and cars, and it's like it does the same thing as like most movies like that, where it's like Gene Dealman type, where you're just kind of just contemplating life and there's no substance to it, whatever. It's just like really slow, and the music by Philip Glass is amazing. I wish it was a little more ambient. It's a little more upbeat than I wish it was than I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, I think I'll be watching like Baraka soon too, like all those experimental like about life type things because I like it. And then I watched Lee Cronin's The Mummy. I hate how I have to say it, Lee Cronin's The Mummy. It's such a dumb title. Um, I like the top review for it. It's like, I wonder who made the movie. It's like just so dumb.
It's weird because Lee
Um,
Cronin is just not famous.
yeah, he's like not a big name,
Yeah,
so it's just like,
like
do
like
people?
Guillermo
It's
del
like, oh, Lee Cronin
Toro's.
directed it. Let me run to the
Yeah,
theater
right.
real quick.
It's like, oh, the
Yeah,
Lee
it's like no.
Cronin one, that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have to watch it. Um, it's actually pretty gnarly. I never got scared. It tries really hard to be funny. I d It's really hard to make me laugh, but or scared, like either of those. But it did get me grossed out. It's like Terrifier type levels of I wouldn't say Terrifier levels. Terrifier takes it to another level, but like really crazy body horror. Um, and it gets pretty demonic, which is fun to see. In the theater, you can kind of hear everyone holding their breath. So it was a fun experience, but like not big on horror or comedy, and it didn't succeed at making me laugh or scared. So I don't give it much credit. I'll give it credit for making me squirm at moments, but it's also a really long movie. Um, which you feel more towards the beginning than anything else. Like you would think you would feel it towards the end or the middle, but you feel it more towards the beginning. It's like, okay, this is getting dragged on. Yeah, and then I watched Dick Tracy, which I talked about.
Cool.
What'd
Okay.
you watch, Luke?
I watched a lot. I logged back in this week. Last week I think I had like two. So all right. I watched Return to Silent Hill after watching Silent Hill, and this movie's good. It has an average rating of 1.4 on Letterboxd. So we're last episode we're talking about like underrated movies. This would be that. Not that it's like the greatest thing ever or anything, but it's good. There's genuinely impressive stuff going on where like he's using a lot of like CGI, right? It's full like CGI. It feels like a video game. It's very like silly, but what's so interesting, it's like using CGI, but there's so much like depth, and there's like real kind of like images being created. It's not like flat like digital stuff. And I
Yeah.
think like it deserves like more credit for doing stuff like that. I understand that like the games have a cult following, and so that might have a big effect in the rating. I don't really know.
Yeah.
Then I watched The Bride,
Oh shit.
Maggie Gyllenhaal. Um, I really wanted to be, you know, the one
Different.
supporter, different.
You wanted to be based.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Uh, but I'm not. This movie's not good. It's pretty bad. It's bad. Some people don't like Christian Bale and Jesse Buckley's performance. I do. I think they're like good performances in just a movie that doesn't work. And they're like trying. Um, it takes such big swings, and you gotta kind of like appreciate it for doing it sometimes, but really what it comes down to is it's like this feminist movie, and it's really doing like really old like feminism that's like, oh, what, you don't think, you're like, oh, a woman can't do this, actually they can. And like, oh,
Oh
the woman
gosh.
can't be a cop. Yeah, they can. All the men think the woman can't
So
do
it's like
it.
in your face type. It's like
Yeah,
way too in your face.
it's kind of like doing, it's literally like, it feels like it's telling you that like a lot of times throughout the movie, and it's just like, is this really all we have to say? Like, I feel like The Bride, you could take that in like such an interesting way, and it doesn't, and it just is kind of like sad in that way. Um but there's like little things here and there that I like Jake Gyllenhaal plays like a movie star that Frankenstein is obsessed with, and they like go to the movies, and he's just obsessed with him, and like that's like cool. And then he there's a scene, like Frankenstein kind of like meets him in real life. Spoiler, not really. And like it's kind of interesting. Like I like how that plays out. I wish there was just more of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of, Penelope Cruz is really bad in the movie.
Oh
Um,
shit.
then I watched The Testament of Anne Lee, Mona Fastvold's new movie about the Shakers, which I didn't know existed. So it was kind of cool in that way. And I think like the movie approaches it with like respect for it. It feels very like respectful towards the movement, and isn't like really making fun of them, but it definitely like seems like a cult. Um, but you know,
How was the musical aspects of it?
yes, it's good. The music's good. It didn't blow me away. That's what I'll say. It's like it wasn't like I wasn't going crazy for it, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, it's not like it's cool. Like it kind of worked for me. Um, it yeah. Amanda Seyfried is great, and I really am liking Lewis Pullman as an actor. He's becoming big right now, and yeah, I like when he shows up. And he's a big part of this movie. Yeah, it really I don't know. There's it's what this movie looks really good. It just kind of nothing feels like great to me, and so
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, yeah, I liked it. Um, then I watched. Oh, I
I have
watched.
a question.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I have a question I see that you watched like some Lynch shorts with
yeah.
it's
Okay,
called The Bees or whatever
yeah,
numbered.
yeah.
This is like the first Lynch shorts I've ever seen you not heart. Were they like
Um, I feel like there's other, but yeah, I didn't like these ones.
really?
Yeah, I mean,
What is it? Is it just like showing bees or like what is the premise of these?
that's kind of my issue with it. Is it's exactly what I thought. It's literally just It's just bees, and I and they're all the same to me.
All four of them.
Yeah, like they all
So
are.
like each one, you're like expecting something different. They're the
I
same.
was kind of, and I mean, the beginning changes a little bit, but it's like yeah, it doesn't really.
Like, what do you think what did you think his point of making four of them was?
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of why I was like, these are ones I was like, I'm not. I love you, Lynch. I love your shorts, Lynch. These ones not it, not for me.
That's hilarious. I haven't
Um,
seen them. It's like some of the only ones I haven't seen, but that's
I was
hilarious.
pushing him off for a long time, and
Yeah.
but I was always interested because there's four of them. Um,
It's nice that you stuck with it though.
I did, yeah.
That's like
Because
30 minutes of your day right there.
I know. Well, because I was like, what if this gets, what if he changes something and then, but
Yeah, what if someone squashes the bees?
I
You
know.
know?
No, that Lynch wouldn't do that, but I don't know. Some like sound thing I feel like he could do, but
Yeah.
all right, then I watched Sam Raimi's Send Help. Hallelujah, we're saved. The movies are back. Movies are back. The entertainment industry is saved. It's so good. It's so good. This movie's incredible. I was a little worried because like the beginning is kind of like in offices and stuff like that, and it looks a little flat, and I was just like, oh, like is this like
Yeah.
and then it kind of like goes in the office, and like the guy's like telling Dylan O'Brien like something about like how he needs to bring Rachel McAdams' character, and it like gets really close to his face, and his nose is like takes up the whole frame, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh wait, he's doing stuff like Sam Raimi's here, and then the kind of gets like the plane crash and stuff, and
Dude, the
then
plane crash is the best part of the movie.
it's a great part of the movie.
That's such a cool scene.
But I love like Rachel McAdams is like a Survivor fan. Like I think that's so funny. And
Yeah.
what I love so much about this movie, I mean the number one thing you have to talk about is Dylan O'Brien and Rachel McAdams are
Yeah,
absolute
Dylan
super.
Bryan is insane.
I was
He's so good.
Rachel McAdams is obviously like one of my favorite maybe like my favorite working I don't know, one of my favorite working actresses. Love her, and I knew that. Dylan O'Brien I wasn't sold on, and I think this movie I'm absolutely sold 100% in. He's
Yeah.
in
He's so
It's an
good.
incredible performance. Like he's doing so many like little weird noises and things. It's so good. It's so funny. So Raimi
Yeah.
is doing like really cool things behind the camera. I think a lot of like really good like audience misdirection and interesting foreshadowing, and I mean really on the misdirection. Like I think it works so well as like a um like there's a I kind of don't want to spoil it. It's even
Yeah,
though it's been
down.
out for a while, I just can't spoil it. So maybe I'll restrain myself. But I do think like it's playing with the audience in a really smart way. And I think their dynamic is so fun. Like there's a part in the movie where they're just really getting along and everything is fun, and there's so many like little dynamic things that are so interesting. Where it's like,
Yeah.
is it a romance? Like, is it turning into a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
romance? Like it is
I
because
totally thought it was
like
gonna go
she
that way.
wants to live with him on this island, and I kind of love that it didn't really go there. I'm kind
It
of
hints. I like how it hints at it, but it doesn't do it.
yeah,
I
like
think. I think the thing that keeps me from loving it, like I, I agree with everything you're saying. I just think the middle. I do kind of like the middle. I think it just like
did you think it was
it
repetitive?
feels.
I've seen that critique.
If yeah, it feels very like stagnant to me. Like there's not anything like mind blowing after everything. Once they crash, like it just feels very like okay, this is just like to me it just feels like oh, this is like a regular movie. Like it's just like it's not doing. I do love that everything you're saying. I agree with like the
Yeah.
dynamics and everything, but it's just like okay, they're stranded on an island. Like she's better and he's not. It's a little
Yeah,
goofy. Like
they
I enjoy it.
he's kind of like like a caricature, very like basic character. I think her character is really interesting and very well
Yeah,
written and
yeah,
interesting. His character is definitely like a not the best written, kind of like just douchebag
yeah,
guy, but I think what it doesn't like a lot of the like and I saw people saying like in the third act, like near the third act, like some of the like beats were repetitive, and I think like maybe I thought that, but I don't like really. To me, I'm like, this doesn't matter because these two people can do anything, and it's so much fun and it's so interesting, and I'm constantly enthralled by like their performance. And like I also do think like it's constantly kind of shifting like dynamics
Yeah,
while it's
that's what
doing
keeps
that.
me intact for that middle part for sure.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
I could this
I
movie could
also,
be
I
three
also don't
hours
like the
long.
ending. I'm not a big fan of the ending.
Really, I love the ending. I
I
think
don't
they
know.
it could have done something like crazier.
I agree.
Um,
Like I was expecting it to like because you're kind of going into it like, oh, it's a horror movie, and I don't go into
oh,
it thinking it's a
yeah,
horror
no, it's
movie,
not a
you
horror
know?
movie. It's a thriller.
Because like you look at the thing, it's like horror. You see all the trailers,
Yeah,
horror.
and it's Sam
It's
Raimi.
definitely not a horror movie.
I mean, there's
It's like
horror stuff and
it's like
like
Lord
it's
of the
just kind of
Flies.
like gore, but it really feels like a thriller to me. It like way more than a
Yeah, it's a
horror.
thriller. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, or
So I would be.
yeah,
It's definitely a movie. You know what? I feel like similar to this movie, like to Old, where like this movie will
yeah.
grow on me.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I mean?
I was well also like they're both like on a beach and like contained on a
Yeah,
beach.
yeah, yeah. That as well. That as well. That
I
it's
was
like that
thinking of,
similar vibe.
and they're like
It'll grow on
kind of
me.
auteur filmmakers doing these kind of like B movie things.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's exactly.
she fights a boar in the movie. That's really fun.
I like that. Yeah, I like that part.
Um, they have like a
The
fight
the cliff
scene.
when they're walking on the cliff, I really like that part too.
Yes. Yeah.
And where she's like, "Don't go through those are like uh the poisonous leaves,"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just because he doesn't want him to go to that side of the island.
No, I think that was a really good misdirection because I don't want to spoil that part, but I thought like something was gonna happen there and then something else happens and it's like I'm like, oh, like it like there's shocking things. And also like there's a fight scene they have in the third act, right? Where they're kind of doing these like they're doing things that are like genuinely like shocking and like making me feel things and that are interesting and I think unexpected. And I'm just like, man, I feel like this is not that hard to like go like do like generally across movies, but it's like no movie's doing these things.
Yeah.
Like people are playing it so safe and doing like we could talk about go bring it back to comic book movies or those action
Yeah.
scenes. But yeah, I was just like, man, every movie should just be this fun and good. Like we bring two
Yeah.
great stars and have them on an island, and you know. But the great thing about it is this movie did really well, and Sam Raimi's gonna make more movies. That's really
Yeah.
what matters. Okay, then I watched Magellan. Lav Diaz reminds me a lot of Herzog's Aguirre, the Wrath of God. Very similar. A great double feature. um, it's
Keep that in
beautiful.
mind.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful. There's just some like breathtaking compositions, and um, it's really interesting. There's a lot of like interesting dynamics and things that go on, and there's like a part of the movie that feels kind of fast paced. I don't know if that's now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like maybe because it's like a very slow movie throughout, but um like the movie starts to like get going and like things are happening. Um yeah, it is a lot of like religion like spreading that into kind of the indigenous people, which is just I think really interesting to depict in film. Um, but yeah, I recommend that. Then I watched the drama in theaters, which we'll talk about later this week on a short list episode, hopefully. So look out for that.
Yep.
Then Reflection of the Dead Diamond, and then I watched Where's the Friend's House? Abbas
Dude, when I saw
Kiarostami.
this rating, I was like, yes, because I have it rated the same. It's so good.
Yeah, my teacher is like this professor I love always recommends this movie and like brings it up in class, and so I was just like finally I had a TV, so I wanted to watch something good, and so I put this on. It's incredible. I mean, it's really incredible. I love this kind of like pure cinema. This kid is like it's a great kid performance from like he has a great face and like just he's very cute, but also like it's a performance where you feel you understand everything he's thinking from like little things like he'll be starting to do his homework and his mom's like go get me this, like go get me that, and he just kind of like drops it and like looks around, and like it's just like he's very like subtle like performance things, which is like, as a kid it's really interesting when you're able to like, and I think that's a lot of props to Kiarostami. um and yeah, there's really interesting images and really interesting things, and I think that ending is perfect. Yeah,
Yep. So good.
I love this movie so much.
It's my favorite Kiarostami.
Yeah, me too. um
Close Up is really close though.
I need
I
to
will say.
rewatch Close Up. um and Taste of
Close Up was a 5 star when I first watched it. Like, Close
uh
Up is
cool. Yeah, I need to
really good.
rewatch it. You need to rewatch Taste of Cherry too. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, I do.
And then last night I rewatched Malignant. Oh my god, guys! We were just talking about Aquaman and James Wan. Guys, James Wan is literally the goat, bro. Like this is his blank check movie after Aquaman, so a little connection there. I mean, um, it's so bizarre. It's like a Law and Order episode kind of parody movie on a big level, and then it's also like, and so it's really funny in that way, and the intro is like everything's like so over the top, and they play it so sincerely. Like, again, like they're playing it really sincerely, and like Annabelle Wallace is doing some real acting here, in like a ridiculous movie, and it's really sweet. And then the rest of the cast is like no name actors, which kind of goes into like the Law and Order like TV show thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, really, what it comes down to is this movie is a master class in lighting. Like, if you and the house it takes place in is one of the greatest set pieces I think in like film, period. He James Wan like dominates the set. Every shot of this movie, I could talk like every time it cuts, I'm like I could talk about how great this shot is just from like how it's lit. Like how he's using the camera, how he's using the frame. So much of this movie, like also like narratively, has to do with lighting. There's a lot of like, what you can see and what you can't see, and Juan is like controlling that. He controls what he wants you to see. There's dark. I was thinking about weapons a lot, because weapons is very like dark and you can't see a lot in like moments at night. And like this movie is like a lot of it happens at night, but you can still see everything. Like there's a lot of like light in it, but you can tell it's dark in the world. And it's like
Yeah.
that's how you fucking do it. Like you can still like we can still see things even if it's dark. Um, there's brilliant images. I could go on and on about this movie. It's so good. Um, yeah,
Do
and
you think James Wan is a good producer?
it didn't he do The Mummy?
He did The Monkey,
Oh, I don't know why I thought he
but
did. No,
he
he
did
did do The Mummy. Lee
he
Cronin's
did.
The Mummy. He produced it with Jason Blum.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
and he
So
did the back rooms. So
okay, kind of a bad sign for the back rooms. Yeah, it seems like I don't know what the hell he's doing as a producer, but he can direct the fuck out of a movie. Um, he's so good. Yeah, and then earlier today I watched The Singers, which won the Oscar, and I liked it actually. It's cute, and I think also like I think it's lit really well. Like there's a lot of like harsh contrast, which I just appreciate in the world where we lack that. We lack real lighting. Um,
I thought The Singers was mid because it's too short. Like, it feels really strange that the amount of singing we see. Like, I was expecting way more singing. Like, there was like 3 songs maybe, and I'm like, I want to hear everyone in this fucking place sing. Like, everyone's so great. You hear like the opera guy at the end, like very shortly.
I
I'm
know
like,
that
okay,
was that's
I
oh
want to hear more of
I
them.
was thinking the fat guy is
Yeah,
in the
the guy that
back
goes in
room.
the bathroom. Yeah, and then he comes out and he just leaves. I'm like, bro, I want the
I
people
kind
in
of
there to hear you.
it when that happened and he's singing in the bathroom, and like I didn't like that moment because I was like, oh, this is like cheesy, like, oh, this guy can secretly sing, and then he's sweet and shy, and then he's gonna come out at the end and sing, and he's gonna win, and then that doesn't happen, and I'm like, I kind of like that it didn't happen, and it's just kind of like this little thing in the background.
Yeah.
Even though it might feel strange, and I would get that as a critique, but I thought it was like I saw that coming, and sometimes it's nice when that doesn't happen.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, it does. It definitely like cuts off like a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I didn't think it was gonna end there. But they have that moment where they all hug. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet.
yeah. That's cool. It's cute.
Yeah.
I
All right.
love the piano playing in that.
Yeah, that guy's crazy talented. I don't know if he's really
Yeah,
playing, I guess, but um,
yeah,
yeah, that's what I watched. Good week.
yeah. We both had pretty good weeks, and I will recommend you
Yeah.
for next week a movie. So because you didn't like Reflections of a Dead Diamond, I took that personally, and so what I'm doing is
It's so
I'm
personal.
hitting you with I'm hitting you with a haymaker because I want to see, like, I'm begging for the 4.5. Like, I'm trying to find a route to the 4.5
It's tough.
from you. And so I'm giving you one that it's going to be really hard for you not to, because you love this genre. I'm giving you A Man There Was by Victor Sorstrom because you fucking love silent films, and it's my favorite silent film.
Oh,
It's literally
cool.
the best silent film I've ever seen. Um, if I look here, it's 4 movies away from a 5 star. Like, it's literally so close to a 5 star. It's perfection. It's 56 minutes of perfection, basically. I think you're gonna fucking love this movie. It's so good.
Cool.
It's so good. It's silent film perfection. Like, I there's a quote at the end that I love. You're gonna love it too. Uh,
Love a good quote.
yeah, every good word. Yeah, there's like a quiet stress to the movie that's like really tangible, and you just feel like this stress, and it's really bleak about war and like coming back to a war-stricken town and like imprisonment. It's so good. You're gonna love it. So I have to lock in and give you a movie that you're gonna love.
Okay,
So
great.
it also doubles as being short. So like it'll give you something short.
Yeah, easy to fit in. I'm kind of doing the opposite, unfortunately. Is that okay?
Go. No, yeah, yeah. Give me
Okay,
something.
because it's kind of long. Um, but I was just really on the. I really wanted to do a comic book movie, because of the episode, and I don't think you'll like this movie that much. So I'm kind of doing the opposite as you, but I was kind of like, you should watch it, you know.
Yeah, this
Um,
this is the punishment. You're giving me
no,
punishment
no,
for
no.
making you watch Reflection of the Diamond. I know this is what it is.
I really like this movie. Um,
Okay.
um, but I want you to watch Batman v Superman.
Okay, so my question to that is, do I have to watch anything before that? Like, can that be my first Ben Affleck Batman and my first Henry
Yeah.
Cavill Superman?
Yeah, I think so because I like when I like I've been talking about how I like rewatched it and now I like it a lot and whatever. Like what even comes before this? It's like Man of Steel.
Yeah, I don't know. You would probably know better than me.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Justice League or something. I don't know when that comes out. I don't think it
Is
matters at all.
there is there a director's cut?
So
Because I see
there's
it has a 2.5. So I know that there's a director's cut if it's that
yeah,
low
well
rated.
there kind of is. It's which is the only cut that I found like I really found when I tried to watch it, which was strange, but it's called Ultimate Edition, which is the one I watched. Um,
Okay.
it seems like I don't know much about this stuff, but seems like this is the version people prefer.
Okay.
It might be
I'll make sure to
like 3 hours
watch that
though.
one. Man, it has a 28 on Rotten Tomatoes.
No, yeah, people hate this movie. It's a very hated movie, famously like one of the most hated superhero movies.
Okay, the director's cut is the one on Letterbox. It's 2.5 hours.
Oh, interesting. That is usually
Cool.
not how it is, but whatever. Uh, yeah.
Sick. Okay, well, I'll be interested to see a fucking Ben Affleck Batman. I have seen Wonder Woman.
Hey,
I have seen Wonder Woman.
shout out Wonder Woman. Shout
So,
out Gal Gadot.
oh, this is the one with Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
Cool.
I talked about this a lot on
Oh,
the underrated.
oh, Jeremy Irons is in this. Hell yeah. I love Jeremy Irons.
He's
Like
Alfred.
Dead Ringers is like one of my
Yeah,
top performance movies
but you have
ever.
to understand, like, this is a superhero movie. You know, you're not.
No, yeah. I mean,
It's
I'm
like,
not gonna expect Dead Ringers
yeah,
performance from Jeremy Irons. This is
it's like
nice to
Jeremy
see him.
Irons is in it, but it's like,
Oh my gosh, and Holly Hunter. Nice. This is a cool cast.
no, it is. It's a great cast. I mean, Amy Adams and Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah,
Gal Gadot, obviously, she's great.
the goat.
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Ooh, Michael Shannon. Okay, sick. Okay, so I don't have to watch anything before. Like I'm fine. I would. It says related films, Man of Steel. So should I just watch Man of Steel as well?
I don't think you have
Fuck
to,
it.
but like I went into it, like when I rewatched it, I had really no memory of Man of Steel. I don't think it really matters.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll see how much time I have. If I have enough time, I'll watch Man of Steel before.
Yeah,
If
sure.
I have like a free day or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, look forward to the drama shortlist later this week. Hopefully, we get it out sometime this week while it's still trending or whatever, because I have a lot to say on it, as I assume Luke does.
Yep.
It's a very deep political film, so we're gonna get into it. Yeah, so look out for that. Subscribe under Instagram, TikTok, or whatever. Um, yeah, hopefully got some good recs this week. We'll see you guys at the shortlist.
Yeah. All right. Bye.